If you've been struggling on NBA 2K25, then you've come to the right place, because today I'm giving you my top 5 beginner tips, and I'm also going to give you all the advice that I can to make you the best player possible. This is my record right now. It's pretty solid, and I also play stage and record troll videos, so honestly it should be a little bit better. I also won the first event on 2K25 basketball gods, which only the best players in the world are able to win. I know what I'm talking about. Today you guys will be getting a lot better. Subscribe if you're glad you clicked on this video, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss a stream or an upload. On the road to 800k. Sub up, help me out. Also, I'm live right now on Twitch, twitch.tv/solo_, streaming the entire Upground to Legend 5. If you have any questions, come through, ask them in the Twitch chat. Okay, so the number one tip that I have for you guys is going to be about your settings. Now, I know this seems like a basic tip that really doesn't matter too much, but this year it matters more than ever. If you don't know how to go to your settings, you press start, then you go to options, and then you go to controller settings. There's a new thing in the game this year called shot timing profile. As you guys can see on the right, we have difficulty based, real player percentage, low risk reward, normal risk reward, and high risk reward. Now, you guys are very lucky that you're watching this video, because a lot of casuals don't even know that this setting is a thing. And even if they do, they probably don't even know what it means. High risk reward is the shot timing profile that I use. Basically, this means that if you time your shot perfectly right, it'll most likely go in more than not. But if you mistime it, you will not make whites, aka mistimed shots. Now, if you are on normal risk and you time your shot perfectly right, it could miss. But if you do mistime your shot, it can go in with normal risk. Same with low risk reward. So basically, if you want the biggest green window possible, the biggest chance of greening your shots and timing it perfectly, go with high risk reward. Real player percentage has to do with your stats, and it doesn't even matter how you time the shot. It'll just go in sometimes and sometimes it won't. But here's a chart from NBA2K Labs showing the high risk reward green window, and you can see the bars. That is if you're timing it right. That's how likely it is of it going in. You can see if you perfectly time your shot, it's basically going to go in. There's like a 95% chance. But if you look at the normal risk reward, you guys can see if you perfectly time your shot, it only goes in about 60% of the time. But if you do mistime it, sometimes those mistimed shots, those whites, will go in. And here's the low risk one. Same thing as normal risk, except if you perfectly time it, those go in even less, and the mistimed shots go in even more. With your layup timing profile, this matters a lot. Coming into the year, I put this on high risk reward because I wanted the biggest chance of greening my shots, but this causes a lot of missed layups. So I honestly recommend going normal risk or low risk reward. Basically, if you're open, the layups are pretty much just going to go in because you're open and it's a layup. But if you are in high risk, you have to green it. If you mistime it at all, you are going to miss the layup. So high risk is very risky when it comes to layups. Shot timing visual cue is another one that is very important. I recommend that, honestly, if you're going to be playing, play now or whatever it is, go with push or set point. I'd probably go with push. But the thing about this is, if you're going to be playing park and you do make a custom jump shot, this is one of the settings in the custom jump shot creator. So it's going to override this setting. So for me, this doesn't even matter because I do use a custom jump shot. But basically, this is how long you have to hold the X button to perfectly time your shot. If you put it on jump, basically you want to let go of the X or square button, the shooting button, when your player is jumping. And if you go on release, that's like holding it very long. You'd want to let go of the button when your player is releasing the ball. So push is like kind of the perfect spot in the middle, but I recommend release, especially if you're going to be using a small guard a lot. Now, here are the rest of my controller settings. They don't matter too much, except like pro stick function. I really recommend you put that on default. Pro stick orientation, make sure that's on absolute. The rest of them don't really matter at all. And honestly, I probably have them on the default ones. So you probably have the same ones as me right now. The next thing, and this is very important, this still has to do with your settings. Go to my player and then go to animations. And then on the top, you can click your right bumper over to customize HUD. This is very important, and a lot of people don't know how to find this year, but it is in your animations. You guys can see right here in the top right, shot meter shots, visibility for shots. Turn that off. That is going to turn your shot meter off. If you don't know, you get a boost by turning your shot meter off. So you will make more shots with your shot meter off. Now, if it is literally your first time ever playing 2K, then yeah, you might want to keep this on. You guys can see on the left of my player, there's a shot meter that basically shows you when you want to release the ball. But if you've been playing 2K long enough, or even just hop into my court, shoot around a little bit, you'll get used to shooting with no shot meter. Basically, just release your X button, your shooting button, when your player hits the top of his head with the ball. That's when you want to release it pretty much every single time. So I really recommend you turn that off. And then you guys can also see in the bottom left, we have shot feedback. This is very important. Put the visibility on all shots. Some people do go simple. I don't really recommend it. You guys can see right there, it's like an auto green. It'll tell you right away, but I go on all shots so I can see the coverage of the shot. I can see everyone else in the game shots. All shots is going to be your friend here, and it's going to help you out a lot, because if you mistime your shot, let's say you shoot a slightly early or a slightly late, you'll know, okay, I just timed it slightly late. Now let me time it a little bit earlier. My next big tip for you guys has to do with badges. So if I press start and then go over to progression and then go to badges, you guys will know, maybe if you haven't played 2K in a minute, you'll be a little confused because they used to have the badge points where you could pick like which badges you want to have. They don't have that anymore. Basically, you just have set badges on each of your builds. But before you're playing Park, this is kind of an obvious one. You want to get your badges. I highly recommend that you're on an upgraded player and you have your badges before you go into Park, because you're just at a huge disadvantage if you're going out there with like bronze badges and you're on like a 60 overall. Also, there's another thing called badge perks. As you guys can see, max +1, winner circle, synergy, all of these things are going to help your badges go to an even higher level. Max +1, as you can see on the right, boosts a badge at max potential 1 level higher. So I have it on Legend Lightning Launch right now. That badge normally is on Hall of Fame, but I put my max +1 on Lightning Launch. So that's clutch. Now these are going to be locked until you start grinding out some of the levels through the game. Same with the badge elevators. This is also something that's going to help you a lot. And then if you do make a bunch of builds, you will get maximum overdrive as well. Now, obviously, somewhere that you can go to get your badges is going to be My Career. If you press start, then go to My Career, play next game, whatever. You can play My Career games in the NBA. Y'all know what that is. I don't got to explain that. Y'all aren't that much of a beginner, but you can play My Career and get badges like that. Or something that I like to do is go to these street ball courts. So the one that I'm at right here is called the Dunes. It's in the bottom right hand corner of the map. If you go up to this board, you can pick your opponent. The one that I like to verse is going to be Danny Dunkman. He's literally like 4'7", so he's very easy to score on, very easy to get your badges on. The next thing that I have to talk to you guys about is going to be hot zones and lethal zones. Yes, there are things called lethal zones. Now, if you pull out your phone, which is left bumper and right bumper at the same time, or I think for PlayStation that'll be R1 and R2 at the same time, then you view your 2K card. If you press your right trigger all the way over, you will eventually get to your hot zones. You guys can see I have purple zones. Those are lethal zones. They are even better than hot zones. It's going to be very easy to shoot from your red zones, aka your hot zones, and your lethal zones are even crazier. These are crucial. Now, how you can get lethal zones is by going to this building right here, the Art of Shooting building, which is right here located on the map. Now, this is a very big tip. Before you go in here, make sure you go to start, go to options, then go to settings and put your game difficulty on rookie. Now, the reason that you put it on rookie is because you need to have a shoot off with this guy, the lethal shooter, in order to get your lethal zones, and he does not miss. So putting it on rookie will help you out a lot in hitting your shots. Basically, you just want to walk up to him and then you could pick whether you want 1 zone, 2 zone, or 3 zones. I recommend you do 3 zones, but it is tough and you have to beat him. You cannot tie. So it's going to be 10 shots from whatever zone you pick, and you have to get more in than he does. Before you jump into your lethal workouts and actually verse him, you need to be locked in. So I recommend you get a few shots in just like this, just shooting around in the gym by yourself. My next tip is going to be going to the Gatorade training facility. This is absolutely crucial. I go to progression, then I go over to get boost. You guys can see on the right side over there, additional turbo meter is active. You guys can see in the bottom right, that is my stamina bar. I'm getting an additional turbo meter, aka I'm gonna have more stamina than everyone else because I'm doing my Gatorade workouts. These reset once a week. If you guys come in here, you can press triangle or Y if you're on Xbox, whatever. You guys can see I have Workout Warrior, which gives me 99 stamina, all body types, and the permanent additional turbo meter. Now, you guys aren't going to have that. So where it says Workout Warrior unlocked, you're going to have all of your workouts listed, and you could do 4 per week. Now, you got to get 3 stars or better on them in order to get the additional turbo meter for that week. And once you do all of them, again, there's 12 workouts. So that's going to take you 3 weeks because, you know, 4 workouts a week, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 weeks. It's going to take you to do all the workouts. You will have it for the whole year on all your builds. Also, if you are going to be playing a lot of Park, you're just going to be at a disadvantage if you don't buy jump shot boost. You get a progression, get boost, and then you guys can see jump shot boost. I'll just buy some more right now because I play every single game with them. These do help out a lot. You guys can see I have no other boost or Gatorade bought, except I do have rebounding boost unlimited because I won the Basketball Gods event. And then lastly, I kind of mentioned this before, but you just have to be upgraded. If you're going to be playing Park, you need to upgrade your build. Now, I'm not saying you got to buy VC. Maybe go grind out some VC in My Career or whatever on your 60 or 70 overall player. That's a method you could do too. Or watch my VC methods video. I'll put all my videos, by the way, that also will help you guys out, like jump shots, your moves, whatever videos I have in the description if you guys need more help. But upgrade your player because everyone's going to be at least like a 85, 90, 99 overall player that is going on these win streaks. And you're just going to keep losing every game if you're not upgraded. My next tip for you guys is going to be look at badge tests, jump shot tests, and dribble move tests. There's a website called NBA2K25.com, and basically they run a lot of tests so that we don't have to figure out stuff for us, aka what badge levels are the best. So like if you can make your build even better by knowing what badges are more important. They also test all of their jump shot bases and releases. You can find out the best jumpers on there. They have recommended builds too, so if you don't have a build or maybe you just want to make a new one, you can look at their recommended builds. And they even have a custom jump shot finder, which I think is very, very interesting. thing. Basically, if you have a laptop or a computer, you can connect your controller to the computer and you can basically find the best jump shot that's going to work for you and your timing. And if you guys are going to go to this website, they do have a lot of free content, but some of their best stuff is their premium content, which you do have to pay for. You guys can use code SOLO. They gave me a code this year, so I figured I'd let y'all know. Code SOLO will give you 20% off. But again, bro, y'all don't even got to spend your money. They have crazy, well worth it free stuff all over the website that's going to help you guys out, especially if you're a beginner. Again, that is NBA2Klab.com. My next tip is going to be about animations. You guys have to be using the best animations. You can't just be going into the jump shots and be picking like, I don't know, a random jumper like Sadiq Bey or something. That one's actually not that bad, but like Zeke Naji or like Christian Brown, just some random player that maybe you like a little bit. You can't be doing that because again, like I said, for one, 2K Lab, they test out all the bases. There are better bases than others. All the jump shots have grades in the builder as well. There are better bases. There are faster bases. You know, you can get your jump shot off quicker than others. So we cannot be trolling when we're talking about our animations. You press start, then go to my player, then you can see the animations. In the description, again, I'm going to link my jump shot video. I get the best jump shots for all builds. Same with my dribble moves video and dribble tutorial. Yeah, this is very serious stuff, and you are just at a huge disadvantage if you have on, say, the worst dribble style. Maybe one that's going to give you slow speed boost, and you don't have on, say, the one that I like a lot, for example, is Darius Garland. You get some really fast speed boost with that dribble style. If you have on the wrong animations, same with the dunks as well. I mean, I'll show you my dunks that I'm using on my guard. Not many, but we do have 1 foot quick drop. You get that at starter force. You guys can even get that. Contact dunks I have on. Standing dunks, that's very good. 2-hand under basket regular. Signature dunks I do have on MJ. That's another one you guys started for. We have the alley-oops and the pro contact alley-oops, and then we have 2 foot contact dunks. I don't like to put on a lot of dunks because you get blocked on a lot of them. But to sum it up, make sure that you guys are putting on the best animations as far as jump shots go, dribble moves, and dunk style creator. I'm not saying you can't, you know, implement your own little style. Let's say you find one move that you low-key like and no one else is using. I'm not saying like not to do that. You could do that, but the best players in the world for the most part are all going to be using a similar jump shot, a similar set of dribble moves, and similar dunk packages. It's just how it is because people find out the best stuff and they just run with it all year, and they have an advantage over you because it is true. They are the best moves in the game, scientifically proven. They're going to be the fastest dribble moves, the fastest jump shots, the highest graded jump shots, all that type of stuff. Those are real things. And I'll link in the description my jump shot video, dribble moves, VC methods, all of my other tip videos for y'all. Now, tip number 5 helped me out a lot when I was struggling, especially when I was new to the 2K community, you know, back in like 2K17. That is going to be watching videos and watching streams. Now, you guys don't got to watch me. I know it sounds selfish. It sounds like I'm just trying to put, you know, a big advertisement in this video or something. That's not what it is, because I remember back when I was, you know, struggling in 2K17, I just watched a lot of the best streamers, a lot of people that were going on win streaks. I watched videos, I was watching dribble tutorials. All that type of stuff really does help. And so find a streamer, maybe it is me, maybe it's not. I'm not saying you guys got to watch me, but find a streamer, for example, that goes on a lot of win streaks. And maybe if you're a guard, watch another streamer that's a guard and try to learn and just see how he's playing. How is he scoring? What type of dribble moves is he doing? Learn those moves, because the people that are winning, the people that are doing good, you kind of probably want to replicate that. You know what I'm saying? You want to copy them. They're doing something right. You feel me? So this goes back to with the animations thing I was saying. Again, people are going to find out the best jump shots, the best dribble moves, all that type of stuff. Look up videos on all of those things and just learn from creators. Learn from NBA2Klab.com that's running these tests. I'm telling you guys, bro, you don't got to figure out all this stuff on your own. There's a lot of really good creators in the 2K community that will help you guys out, put you guys onto jump shots, dribble moves, teach you how to dribble, all stuff like that. Now I got some bonus tips for you guys because I do have some extra little tips that I want to put in this video. I know I said 5 tips, but I have some extra advice. And this first one is going to be, don't change your jump shot a lot, especially if you're brand new to 2K. You're going to be very tempted, you know, a jump shot's not going to be working for you. Hey, that's probably because you're new to 2K and you just don't know how to time your shot consistently. Don't change your jump shot a lot because you want to get used to a certain jump shot. I really don't change my jump shot unless it's like maybe a week. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you find a new jump shot. Maybe you're watching my jump shot video, you put it on, you're trying to get used to it, and after a day you're like, I don't know if this is the one. I do not recommend that you change your jump shot because each jump shot has a different timing, and let's say you were getting used to that jump shot for a day, your thumb was getting used to that timing, it's just going to be completely thrown off if you do change jump shots. My next tip is don't worry about losing, especially if you're a beginner. Again, this is a beginner tips video. I know there's going to be some people that are watching this that have like an 80-91 percentage. This isn't really for y'all, but don't worry about losing. If you're new to 2K, you just need to worry about getting better and learning. Even if someone is dropping you off, they are flooding you, they are destroying you, just adapt, not adapt, but learn from what they're doing and then adapt. Like maybe they're doing something to you, you know what I'm saying? They're doing a certain drill move or they're scoring a certain way. Pick up on those type of things and start to implement them into your own game. I know people do not want to lose. They don't want to lose at anything, right? But if you're brand new to 2K, there's a lot of people that know what they're doing. So I would not worry about losing too much because it is going to happen. Even I take L's. But just focus on improve every day, whether it's getting better at dribbling, getting better at shooting, or just finding a new play style, or just continue to improve. Don't worry too much about losing. Now, my last tip for you guys is going to be about builds. Now, maybe you already have a build, but this could help you for your future, but especially if you're brand new to 2K. Something that you'll find that is very, very, obvious if you're looking at the attributes when you're messing with your wingspan, your height, your weight, all that, is that if you lower your wingspan, your three-pointer goes way up. And obviously three-pointer is a stat that everyone is really attracted to. Everyone's looking at that, right? You want a really high three-pointer. You want to make a lot of threes. So if you go down in the wingspan, as you guys can see, I can now get a 99 three-pointer. This is obviously very good, a 99 three-pointer, but if you go down in your wingspan, you're not going to get any stops. You're not going to be able to play defense. You're going to have little T-Rex arms. You know what I'm saying? That's very bad. That's a trap that a lot of new players, a lot of young players fall for. They make like a 6'1" and go like way down in the wingspan. You're not going to be able to play any defense. Yeah, you might have a 99 three. This leads me to my next thing that I was going to say, and this is also about 99 stats. You guys can see, if I go up here, let's say a 92, right? That's a really good three-pointer. Let's just go to 94 three-pointer. You guys can see in the top of the corner, I'm a 51 out of 99 overall. But if I go all the way up to 99, look at this. I'm already a 64 out of 99. 99 stats. Look at this. It costs 4 overall points. If you look in the top left-hand corner, I go from 60 out of 98 3 to a 64 out of 99. 99 overall stats are very, very expensive in this game. I do not recommend that you guys get any of them. Maybe you really are into dunking. Don't get a 99 driving dunk. You could still get away with like even a 96 is solid. If you're that into dunking, go with like a 96, because as soon as you start going to these 99 stats, you're basically saying, hey, I'm just a sharpshooter. I'm going to be a liability on defense. I'm probably not going to be able to dribble. Okay, maybe a little bit. It really depends what you put the rest of these attributes on, but you're not going to be balanced at all. You want to make a balanced build. You cannot go to 99 of any stat. You can go with like, I don't know, 86, then go driver dunk. You can put this at like an 89 or 87, and then you can go to ball handle. You can get some ball handle, which 95 is even pretty high, but we'll just do it for the sake of this video. Then you can get some steal. You get some perimeter. I don't know. This is just an example, but if you do go 99, the rest of your build is just going to be really bad. Like, look, I'd have to lower this crazy bang 99. Then, I mean, we don't have physicals yet or really much defense. Like, the builds are just bad. Again, watch build videos. I'll link some of mine in the description. I post a ton of videos helping you guys out as much as I can as far as build videos go, jump shots, dribble moves, dribble tutorials, VC methods, everything. I want y'all to become the best player possible and help you guys out. If you have any questions, let me know them in the comments below. I'm gonna try to reply to as many people as I can. And of course, make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to help you guys out as much as I can all year on NBA2K25. Make it a good year. Hope we all get 91 percentages this year. Yeah, man, I'll see y'all in the next one. Click the video pop up of your screen right here. If you enjoy this one might be even better.